Granville, Massachusetts on 57 West. Interesting little community. It is considered a village by the standards of determining whether a community is a village, hamlet, town, or city. I like to come to Granville for the apples that I get up here at Nestrovich's Apple Farm, and I've been getting apples from them for 40 years. If you're ever going up 57 West, stop at Nestrovich's. They got a great selection of apples and peaches in season. They got quinces in there. It's really cool. But you know what?
Not the nicest of afternoons, but we're on an exploratory mission. There's a lot of ways to kill a problem. You're looking at one of them. Tom, I wouldn't have thought of that. Would you have thought of that? The idea of a staircase waterfall. Army Corps of Engineers with those really natural chicken wired gravel boxes. So the Army Corps of Engineers, since the 1955 flood, has been working overtime on projects all over southern New England to try to prevent another disaster of that sort. And they've created dozens of flood control dams, like the one to my left, and in some cases impoundments that stay at a particular level but can take a lot more water if necessary, and occasionally just a massive impoundment like Nightville or Washington Mountain Lake that are absolutely empty but can fill up if necessary in the event of flooding. So this is a really nice impoundment that they built back in 2000. I think they finished in 2006, and it's sitting here ready for us. We haven't fished it yet, so let's see how that works. We got to have our search baits going, Tom. I'm going to put on the spinnerbait and the grub. So we're in virgin water here, naked water. Never been fished by us, and I don't know anybody that has fished it. It's a new project, Army Corps project. So typically Army Corps will put in largemouth bass and pumpkin seeds. Not just largemouth bass, forage fish too, which is always a good thing. Wow, it's windy. So I throw my first cast in this brand new lake and bring in the spinnerbait. I've got gold blades on this guy. Now, we're a little late in the year to really tell about the water plants in here. A lot of the water plants at this time of the year begin to die off. So there's going to be a few lily pads left probably, but a lot of the water plants are probably gone. It's about hours of sunlight and temperature of the water, and they start dying back. The shoreline of this lake is certainly gorgeous. You can see the beech trees, bright yellow and green here still. Yellow birches, silver birches, black birches, oak, hemlock. It's just got a great diversity of tree species, as most of southern New England does. On the other hill, you can see the white pine sticking up high with the hemlocks down low near the lake, formerly the stream. I always say much of the Berkshires is a hemlock bog, and that's what this area was before they built this impoundment. And the water's definitely up a little. It's a gorgeous shoreline to fish. I'm throwing in, I'm looking, I'm expecting a hit on every cast. But remember, we are talking about late October in New England, so the water's cold. The water's probably 58, 56, something like that. And it's certainly not a sure thing to catch them today. But a lot of times these Army Corps lakes can have a lot of fish in them. So, another gorgeous lake, huh? Have you gotten any? 5. You got 5. I predicted, I said he's going to get 5. I haven't even got a hit. What are you using?
3 on the white Rapala, 3 on the white spinnerbait, 1 on a Rapala and 1 on a little swim baits.
Are you using the The tiny spinnerbait or the bigger one? Yeah, you mean the 1/8 ounce? Well, I know I'm not fishing for nothing then. Yeah, that makes sense. Beautiful boulder train right here, going all the way across the lake. Boulder train is when the Ice Age moved hunks of rock. They broke up, creating these massive boulders like the one right here. And not a lot of arrowweed right here, Tom. We like that. Pickerel weed right here. It's amazing how many water plants got in this lake so quick. Can you imagine coming from the north, a giant boulder is getting crushed and pushed over years and breaking up, and it's just scattering boulders like the one on my right and the one on my left. And sometimes these boulder trains can go on for miles. You see a boulder just breaking the surface right in front of me. It's just a beautiful lake with a couple little choke points in it. Beautiful. Beautiful new body of water. Thank you, Army Corps of Engineers. I should be using my crazy colored Rapala. I got a Rapala. Why am I throwing a stupid spinnerbait? Huh? Yeah, I think if we were here in the spring or the summer, we'd probably be in a really good spot. Yeah, I feel like now as the water cools, they start looking for structure where it's deeper. Although the rise in water does send them into the shallow water normally. I don't know about this time of the year though. You can see all the bubbles like there's a waterfall or something up here. Oh. No, it just looks so good. All right, you jump ahead of me now. Oh, I got me one. Yes. Oh, no. What is it? Yeah, it's a largemouth. No, it's not, Tom. It's even better. It's a smallmouth. There's smallmouths in here. Oh, Tom. Oh, Tom. That's a smallmouth, baby. That's good to know right there. I'm going to be by you before I know it. Look at that guy. Oh, yeah. Oh. Smallmouth. Yeah, that one gave me a nice hit, too. He hit it like he meant it. Yes. Yeah. On the little spinnerbait like you're using. Ho, ho, ho. Look at you. Oh, yes. Yes. Now, that was an aggressive hit. You know, that was a hit like, oh, okay, here I am. So on the way down, we found this boulder field over here. And we were real close to it, so we probably skunked the fish. But I feel like this boulder field is going to have some fish in it, especially now that we know there's smallmouths in here. This has got really good potential. It's not like there's no smallmouths in Mass, but the lakes that have them often have a lot of cottagers, and you don't have a lot of little ponds that have smallmouths. It's generally largemouths, pickerel. In this case, we have a lake that's got not a single cottage on it that people don't even know about yet, and it's got smallmouth. It's always fun fishing a new lake and finding out what's in it, especially a new lake, one that just got built. Like, there are perch up above this lake. You know, there's a couple lakes up above where there are perch. So knowing that there are perch up there means that there will be perch down here at some point, maybe not right away, but they'll get in here. Here we go. Yep, little largemouth. Falling victim to the grub. He hungry. Oh, nice. Oh, Tom! Structure. Those rocks are right in front of you. There we go. You got one too? Oh, yes. He's ramming the boat. Little largemouth, nothing big. But what are we looking at here? We're looking at fish that are going to grow, and we're going to come back and catch them when they do. And I got me a hankering mess here because the wind blew me right in to the shore. Almost snapped off my pole, but did not. There we go. I mean, it's not as cool of a name. You know, the Brooklyn kayak is not as good as like a native slayer. In fact, it's like they're trying to get people not to buy their kayak by calling it a Brooklyn kayak. It's kind of a dumb name. Oh, there we go. It's a dumb name, but it's a nice kayak. Whoa, look at this guy. This guy tracked it and hit it, and I don't even know what he was thinking. Oh, yes. Oh, look at him. See, this is great. There's a good population of these guys in here. This is good stuff. And you're right, Tom. As we move south on the lake, we're getting more action. Well, it's probably really cold water coming in. Look at that little island. Perfectly round little island over there. There we go. You gotta enjoy the natural beauty. And then the bat. Oh, he gets off. Oh, no. So I was on the outside edge of these weeds here. So maybe that's a pattern. Getting away from the inside. Kind of work the outside. Now I was doing a slow roll. I put on a larger spinnerbait here. This has got gold and a silver blade on it. So I typically like gold when the sun's out. As you know, if you watch the channel. Gold in the sun, silver on cloudy days or in the rain. That's the one I saw from across the lake. Uh-oh, he's on! Oh, not anymore. He's off. He was on, but then he was off. Look at the wind even in here. We're like in a bay and there's wind whipping around. Nothing. It's very shallow. It's all wind. Holy, it's like that's a 40, no! It's like a 40-mile-an-hour gust, Tom. I'm being rammed. Tom, we're getting pulled into the waterfall. This is serious. This is a dangerous moment. Yeah, might as well. We're here. Look at that. That's cool. Well, Tom, what were we going to do? That was like a wicked gust. Outrageous. Oh, they form a V and just sail to the other side of the lake. They got a lake right here that they like. They know they're safe here. You could hunt this if you wanted. I don't know if it's goose season right now, though. So, Army Corps project proves to be what we expected. It's got largemouth bass in it. We see any pumpkin seeds, but we imagine. We also found that it has smallmouth bass, which is pretty cool. Thank you, Army Corps, for all you do to protect us from floods and provide great outdoor action at your lakes and ponds and impoundments. Right, Tom? Thank the Army Corps of Engineers.
We're here to answer all your damn questions.
We are wondering why they didn't put a road that we could have accessed. They put a gate up there. You have to walk quite a bit. I would say we had to walk about 400 yards. Yeah. But we'll be back. It's a good lake. I like it.
Largemouth and smallmouth.
That's